Aloha, Rich Halverson here, and this is ICS321, and today I'm going to go over the first lab, lab 1.6, and show you how to do the, instead of using Sakila, you can use the SQL server that I provide for you for this class. And so let me share my screen. And I've opened up the syllabus here, and so I'm going to do this right here. So let's open up the lab. Let's open up the textbook. We can just click here, and we should come to the textbook. And we're going to do today. I'm going to do lab 1.6. Now. Before I get started, I just want to point out to you, and I know that a lot of you have found this already, and the class video archive has got videos of all the classes that I've taught, ICS321 classes that I've taught for the last few years, few semesters at least, and so I rearranged the sidebar menu over here and renamed it, and it used to be in resources, but now when you click class video archive, you can see that I've got the playlists here for the previous classes. This one here is this playlist. There's really nothing there, but a lot of you have found that in this one, if you go to the first video and click to like around I think I do this one. Oh, here. It's more in the middle. It's more in the middle. It's so I show you how to do it. Okay. So it's there. And it's also in this playlist before that. But anyway, in this video, all I'm going to do is lab 2.1, except for that little thing I just did. So in this lab, the idea is you can first install MySQL Server on your machine, and it's robust, and it works fine on the Mac and fine on Windows, and if you have a Linux machine, it works fine. But you're going to eventually have to use the server that I give you, because there's like five assignments that you have to do on that server, and it's auto graded. So you have to put it on the server. So but there's a lot of Sakila labs, and you can do all the Sakila labs on your server also. So you don't have to install MySQL if you don't want to, but if you think you're going to maybe do some SQL stuff in the future, or if you develop other applications, your Java applications or whatever on your computer, and then you may want to install, or maybe okay. So anyway, so what we have to do here is install Sakila, and then we have to go in there and get the create table statement for the actor table, and paste it in here. That's all we got to do. So it doesn't matter where we install Sakila. We just have to be able to then, once it's installed, to generate the create table statement for the actor table, and then we just paste that in here. So what we need to do is first we need to download the schema, and I'll just click on this. And then we're also going to download the data. We got that. We're going to download the schema. And then the data. So let's download the data too. And I notice I have them both down here. So when I open now, I have it where when I click on it, it's going to open up in my favorite editor. Okay, that's what .sql does on mine. But however you can do it, open it up in some sort of editor, and it can be Notepad ++, or it can just even be Notepad, but whatever you use, just open it up, and there's a few edits that we have to do in this file. Okay, why? Because, well, you'll see why, but we have to remove all the references to the database, because when we run this script, we're going to be in the data. We're going to already have selected the database when we run this script. Okay, this script is designed to be run before you've even selected the database. Okay, you're in MySQL and you're running you're gonna run a script to import the database, and this script is designed to be executed before you've selected the database, but we have to create the database first and then run the script after the database has been selected. So we have to remove the references, and so and I'll show you exactly where they are. Line 36, 37, and 38. We turn them into comments. Comment is -- space. So we do -- space on 36, -- space on 37, and -- space on 38. Now, oh my gosh. Now there's more references. There's like about 6 or 7. There's another area, a statement that's got the database prefix on the tables. I'll show you where that is. I'm going to search for Sakila. I'm going to search for Sakila those 3 times, and then the next one is down here. Okay, around line 449 and around starting at line 451. Okay, we see it here. Now we want to remove the Sakila dot. Okay, and this is actually all there are. There's only 7 of them. So I'm going to turn this into a select and oops. I'm going to turn this into a select and replace. Here we go. And I'm gonna change, and this will work, change all the occurrences of Sakila period with nothing. Okay. So you should be able to do that. So I'm gonna click up here, and I'm gonna find the first one, and I'm gonna replace it. You notice they're disappearing. Okay, now they're gone. Okay, that's all I have to do to the script. Let me save the script. I'm just going to click save. It's in my downloads folder. That's okay, because I'm just gonna upload it back up, and I can just go to my downloads folder to get it. So that's there. And then let's take a look at the data, Sakila data, and that's just a bunch of insert statements. It looks, oh, we have to get rid of this also. Okay, -- space to turn use Sakila into a comment. And let's see if there's any more. I better make sure I'm just searching for Sakila. And is there any more? No, that's okay. Yep. Okay, that's it. So and save that. Okay, so both of the files are now ready to import into a database named Sakila that we're going to create on the server. And now I'm going to show you that part. Okay, so if we go to server assignments, I think I even moved this thing, and go to this first assignment, we just need to do this first part here. Okay, we don't even need to go here. We don't even need to do this part. And basically all this is the instructions to log into your server. And so the instructions are, your website is that something that looks like this. My email address is Richard H, and so you're going to, do yours there, and you can go up to a new window, and I'm going to paste https://richardh.its321.org, and oh, I'm sorry, not ITS. Does that say ITS? Oh, I'm sorry. It should say ICS. I better fix that. I'll fix it right after I'm done making this video. Oh boy, that's a big mistake there. This stupid mistake. Boy, I wonder if anybody, hope people figured that out. Okay, anyway, so this is what your server should look like when you log in. By the way, if you look at all the previous videos, it's ICS321.com. Okay, but I don't have ICS321.com anymore. That was a I had to dump it, and now I'm using ICS321.org. And so it's all now to get to the cPanel, you go /cPanel, just like that. And your username is the first 5 letters of your unit username, and mine is the first 5 letters of mine is RICHA, and then I do 321. Okay, 321 because sometimes people are in more than one of my classes and I'm using this and I need to separate a different one. Okay, so there's that, and your password is, there, it's correct here. Just for one here. Your password is the first letter of your last name and then the first letter of your first name. So it's last name, then first name, Halverson, then Richard, and the H is capital and the R is not, it's lowercase. And then your 8-digit ID. I get that, so I use that as your password. And so if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, and then followed by a % and a hashtag and an exclamation point. Okay, so that's your super secret looking password that everybody now knows, if they know your 8-digit. So once you get in there, you can change it. You don't have to change it, but you can change it. No big deal. All right, so that's how I'm going to get in here. So mine is HR. It's what is it now? And then it's % hashtag exclamation point, and here we are. Okay. So okay, so the first thing we have to, okay, so this is your cPanel. You can look through here. You're going to do some other things in here later on, but right now I'm just going to show you about this lab 1.6. So click on MySQL databases. It's in the data MySQL databases, and you're going to create a new database, and you can name it Sakila. You can capitalize it if you want, whatever, it doesn't matter. Create database Sakila. Now notice that the name of your database really has this in front of it. Okay, that's mine, yours is going to be yours, and so the name of your database has that in front of it. And by the way, that's part of the reason why we can't just use the script out of the box. Okay, because if you install MySQL on your own personal server, you can name your databases anything you want. But on this server, since we're all really sharing the same server, they got to separate it somehow, because the MySQL server is a separate thing, and so they got to separate. So that goes in front of everybody's when they create a database. So that's part of it. Anyway, so I'm going to create this, and so now it's created. Great. Okay, great. Now it's there. Now let's go back to cPanel. I can just click on the cPanel up here, and now I go down to the third databases, phpMyAdmin. phpMyAdmin. Everybody uses phpMyAdmin. Okay, everybody does. All right, so now I've got the database here. You can click on it, and so here it is. It's got nothing. Normally there'd be a big list of tables here, but we don't have anything there because we don't have anything there. Okay, so now Now it's time to run, well, I have to run both scripts. I have to run the script that creates all of the tables, and then I have to run the script that that populates it's a bunch of insert statements, the data. Okay, so I'm just going to go to click on import. Click on, okay, so it's, I'm at the database, Sakila database level. Click on import, and I'm going to choose the file. And schema, gotta do schema first. Schema first. And you'll see it there. And then make sure you do enable, you gotta uncheck enable foreign key checks. Uncheck this. Make sure it's not checked. If you accidentally have it checked and you run it, then you will have to make sure to go in and delete. It won't work, and it'll stop early on, and then you'll have half a database there. You'll have much less than half a database there, but then you'll have to go in and delete that out and run it again. But it gets a little bit complicated. It's actually not that hard, but it's not as easy as just running the same script again without that checked. So make sure you don't have it checked. And I think that's all you got to do. Just make sure you uncheck that, and you got to then go. And it takes a little while, and everything's green. It's all nice and green all the way down. Fantastic. And there are all of our tables there. Okay, now next we have to load the data. We actually don't have to load the data to do the rest of this assignment, because it's only asking for the create table statement. It's not asking for the whole table import. But let's load the data anyway. You might as well do this. So now we're still at the Sakila, and now we can click on import again, and we can choose the file, and we can click, this time we click data, open, and I would uncheck this again. You actually don't have to for this time, but uncheck it again just to be safe, just so you know. And later on, I will explain to you what that is and why. Sometimes you can have a perfectly fine database schema, but if that's enabled, then you end up getting messed up because you do things out of order. All right, so I'm just going to click go. Bada boom. All right. Successful. It only says 61 queries, but you can upload multiple records with one query, which you'll learn when you learn the insert statement. Okay, so we are done. Now when we click database up here, we see there's a nice big all the tables, and you can see how many rows are in all the tables. So it looks like, so there's data there. All right, so let's go back to okay, and now we're here. We need to recreate this actor table. And this says how to do this, but you just need to find the create table, create statement to copy the clipboard. I want you to get rid of this. And get rid of all these. Okay, well, anyway, we're just going to export the table. We're going to go back here, and we're going to export the, which one are we supposed to export? The actor table, yeah? Actor table. So I'm going to click on actor right here. Click on actor. And what happens if I click export here? Oh, what happens if I click structure and There's not really any export. Anyway, forget it. Click export. And you don't need to do custom because we're going to modify this. You can leave that. You can leave it. We're not going to dump any rows, but we'll take care of that later. This is what it is. Oh, let's do view output as text. Yeah, view output as text. And then go down here, and this doesn't matter. You know, okay, let's see this. Let's see. There's actually a better way to do this. Here, there's a better way to do this. Click on SQL. And see right here, we clicked on SQL. I'm going to get rid of this. Show, create, table, actor. Okay, semicolon. Just type that in. Okay, and then click go. There it is. Now what you have to do, you can't see it all. You have to click options, and then you have to click full text so you can see it all. And then click go. And there's the full text. All right. So copy the full text. You can just copy it like this and do right click copy. And then you got to go back to your favorite editor, and you might not have anything. So I just open up a notepad here, but this is the most basic of the editors. I'm going to paste it in here. Paste. And now you got to make sure you do all this stuff. You got to get rid of all these back tick things. Can you do a replace? Replace a back tick with what's going on? Oops. Place. Oh, with nothing. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, good. All right. Now all the back ticks are gone. And did they want me to do something else? I can actually get rid of all of this. Get rid of all that. That's just some extra stuff that, and you really should put a semicolon after this. You should put a semicolon after every SQL statement. Sometimes it'll get upset if you don't, and sometimes it won't. Anyway, so copy this. Copy. Go back to your assignment and paste it. And click submit mode and click submit for grading. And that's how you get all the points. So that was pretty easy, wasn't it? If you have any questions, just email me. Thanks for watching.